We need to talk about what happened in Stockton, California. It was supposed to be a celebration, a birthday party, but it ended in absolute tragedy. And what we're going to do today is not just look at the event itself, but try to understand how something like this fits into the bigger picture. Let's just start with the raw numbers, because they're devastating. Four. 4 people were killed. And it doesn't stop there. On top of the 4 lives lost, another 11 people were injured. So you're looking at a huge number of victims from this one attack. So let's break down the incident itself. How does a happy celebration turn into a tragedy like this? Okay, so picture this. It's a birthday party. It's being held inside a banquet hall, and it's crowded. We're talking somewhere between 100 and 150 guests. And right in the middle of that party, that's when the shooting started. But, numbers like 4 killed and 11 injured, they don't really tell the whole story, do they? To really get a sense of the devastation, we have to look at the human cost. And this is just gut-wrenching. Look at the ages of the people who were killed. An 8-year-old child, a 9-year-old, a 14-year-old, 3 kids. The 4th victim was just 21 years old. I mean, they all had their entire lives in front of them. So in the immediate aftermath of something like this, the focus, of course, shifts right away. It becomes a search for answers. The investigation begins.
And this is a really crucial point. The shooter got away. They fled the scene, and right now, they haven't been caught. The person responsible is still out there.
Now, here's what the police are thinking. They believe this attack was targeted. So, this wasn't just some random act of violence. But the big question, the why, is still a mystery. The motive is completely unknown. And you can feel the determination from law enforcement. The local sheriff made a public promise, saying, quote, "We will find the people responsible and bring them to justice." And to make that happen, they're really relying on the public for help. Authorities are putting out a call for anyone who knows anything to come forward. They're stressing that even the smallest detail could be the key. This tragedy resonated all the way up to the state level. California's governor also weighed in, promising that the state will, quote, "support the Stockton community during this painful time." Okay, so now I want to zoom out a bit, because as horrible as this specific event is, we have to place it in a broader national perspective. It really makes you wonder, right? Just how common is an event like this? Is what happened in Stockton a rare tragedy, or is it part of a much bigger pattern? Well, the answer is pretty sobering. So far this year alone, there have been more than 380 mass shootings in the U.S. Just let that number sink in. It means the tragedy in Stockton, as unique as it is to that community, is, well, it's one of hundreds. So when you see a statistic like that, it's no surprise that the reaction on the ground in Stockton is about more than just grief. The community members, the local leaders, they're calling for action. They want to find ways to stop this from ever happening again. And that really leaves us with the biggest question of all. It's easy to say we need action, but when a tragedy like this strikes, what does action actually mean? What does it look like? That's the challenge at the very heart of this story, and so many others just like it.